I'm in the PA core standards to reference that we have each of the standards from the PA core for math put into our target browser in Empower. So the way that I found that's kind of easiest to do this is start in the target browser, and I'm going to find geometry here. It's the first strand. I hover over 1401's I tooltip, and I see that it's identify and describe 2 and 3-dimensional shapes. And then I come back to that correlating strand on the PA core standards, and I'm going to find that particular standard, which is here in grade K, identify and describe 2 and 3-dimensional shapes. So I would write 1401 here. We're doing this to make sure that each of the standards that is in the PA core is also present inside of the target browser. Once I've determined that that grade K is 1401, I'm also going to look horizontally across that row to see if grades, let's say pre-K 1, 2, 3, because those are all included in phase 1. Phase 1 is pre-K through eligible content at grade 3. And I'm going to see, do those all correlate into that same standard enough at the same depth of knowledge level. Remember those 4 levels that we came up with in our grading scale. The depth of knowledge level 1, recall, skills and concepts for level 2, strategic thinking for 3, extended thinking for level 4, to determine whether I need to put a variation of that standard inside for, let's say, 1402. So if I look here, compose and distinguish between 2 and 3-dimensional shapes. Well, that's much different than just identify them at grade K. So I come back over to the target browser. Do I have something that tells me I'm going to actually compose those? So I'm going to look at 1402. Well, this is analyze, compare, and create, compose 2 and 3-dimensional shapes. So 1402 really is grade 1 and grade 2 here, and possibly even grade 3. So we do have those existing as a different standard. So here I would write 1402, 1402, and maybe 1402 there as well. So I'm cross-referencing everything from the PA core to make sure that it exists in the target browser. Those that are blank, let's say, for example, just for fun, that draw lines and angles, identify these in 2-dimensional figures. This grade 4 standard is not present. I'll go ahead and leave that blank, and what we'll need to do later is add that standard into the target browser. And then we're going to create a linear sequence starting with grades pre-K, going to kindergarten next, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up through the grades, and create a logical progression that the kids can go through with within geometry, within all the other strands. So we'll do that separately for algebraic concepts, counting and cardinality, so on and so forth. I hope that this video explanation makes it clear at least what the first part of that process is. Once that's completed, feel free to reach out to me and I can show you how you can add in missing standards and or edit those standards that are present that might need a little bit of tweaking, and or change the numbering system within the strand, again in this example for geometry, because we want those to be laid out in that linear progression, progressing the kids logically. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out. Thanks so much.